On YouTube, this is Anthony, setting down the camera. I just wanted to come today to say a couple things about a few things that I've heard. The other day on the news, I was hearing that the English language is soon to be not the language of this country. They're talking about in California how the schools are making it mandatory for children to take Spanish classes, which I think is very wrong. The only language in this country that should be spoke, as in the number one language, should be English. Our children, our children's children, our children's children's children should not have to drop the English language to start speaking Spanish. Let me give you an example. The Mexicans from Mexico coming to this country barely speak our language, okay? Usually they don't even speak it. I go to work and there's several Mexicans who work in the kitchen area, and all you hear is them speaking Spanish to one another. You don't know if they're speaking about you or what they're talking about. I think if you're coming into this country, I know you have to take some sort of test to be able to get a green card, to be able to become, what I guess, a member of America, whatever you want to call it. But I think that tests should be a whole lot more to them. I think that you should know our Constitution. I think you should know our laws, and definitely have to take a test on the pronunciation of how we speak here. Instead of saying, burrito or anything, it should be burrito. That's me just playing around. But, it bugs me a lot knowing the fact that for hundreds of years our language has been English. And now all of a sudden that we're getting more and more people from other countries coming to our country, coming to the United States of America, they're wanting to switch our main language from English to Spanish. This is wrong. People from other countries should learn our language. To be able to get a job in this country, you should be able to speak English fluently. I know the Spanish people that watches my channel probably won't like this, but it's not being racist. It's just being real. Okay, it's telling the truth. I'm telling the truth here. You have come to America to get away from Mexico, to live your life better. Okay, I understand that. America has been a place for people from other countries to come to have a safe haven, to have better jobs, make more money, to raise their families in better situations than having a dictator, which, that's almost what we got in this country. But making kids in school, and let me tell you, in California, they're, making it almost mandatory for kids to take Spanish classes to learn Spanish. Now, I believe that's wrong. Once you get older and you get in high school, there is a class that you can take Spanish if you want to. When you get in college, you can take Spanish. When you get out of school and you're on your own and you're trying to get a better job, some of those jobs require you to learn a different language. In Florida, people work and they usually don't want a person only speaking English. They want you to speak English and Spanish. That's that state. Florida is known to have the Cubans and the Mexicans in. California, yeah, a lot of Mexicans are down there, Spanish people. But it's going too far to change the mandatory language from English, which I shouldn't say mandatory, but the language of America from English to Spanish. That's like enough American people going to Germany and protesting, saying that instead of, in Germany speaking German, everyone has to speak English. That's going to be the mandatory language here. Second's going to be German. That's wrong. And they shouldn't do that. They have a heritage. They have the past of what their people came from. And so, speak the language that is in your country. Don't go to the country and try to change the language just because you don't want to learn it, or you can't learn it. If you can't learn it, go back home. If that's not an option for you, there's always something out there, books, teachers, CDs you can put on a computer, which I know everybody in the world, everybody in America has a computer now, that you can learn these languages that will help you out. But don't sit there and try to change the American language from English to Spanish. That is wrong. Just like, on a side note, trying to take our freedom of speech away. Okay, that's one of the subjects I was talking about in one of my last videos. But I believe it's wrong, and I believe that people should stand up for America, for us to be able to keep our language. I'm not saying that people shouldn't learn a different language. I think that that makes you smarter. That makes it where you go to that country, you're able to know what they're saying. So you can talk with them, and if you're in a restaurant, let's say you're in Paris, and you have a waiter, he doesn't speak French, at least there you're able to order your food and drink, or to be able to communicate with these people. But America changing their language from their number one language from English to Spanish, and then making children learn Spanish. And I'm talking about, it's not a choice. They're really about to make it in California where children have to learn Spanish. That should be a choice. If you come to our country and you speak Spanish, if you speak German, if you speak Israeli, what is that, Hebrew, or I don't know. If you speak another language and you come to this country, it should be mandatory for you to learn our language. Okay? That's not me being mean, but that's me being telling the truth here. Leave some comments. Let me know how you feel about this. It's America, the land of the free. Anyone and everyone's allowed to come here. Should we change our language just because we have a lot of immigrants coming here? Like I said, I don't think so. In fact, I know so. I know that we should not do this. I don't know if this came from the president coming down or if it's just a state thing, but schools making kids, and let me emphasize this, making kids take Spanish is completely wrong. They're Americans who were born in this country, and you should not make our children learn a different language unless they want to. It is a choice. Just like anything else in this country is a choice. But like I said, leave some comments. Let me know how you feel about this. If you see anything that I haven't brought up in this video and it needs to be said, go ahead and put it down on the comments. Like I say at the every end of my video, get your friends in here. Please subscribe. Please comment. Hit like or dislike. But this is something going on in this country that needs to stop. Everything is a choice. It's not to be for people to make our children made to learn a different language because there's more immigrants coming to this country every year, not learning our language. So we have to change the way we are, the way we believe, the way we speak, so we can have them in our country. It's wrong. And this is pretty bad. This is wrong. But anyway, y'all have a great day. I'll see you in a couple of days when my next video comes out, and hope everyone is having a good time with my videos. So, see you around YouTube, see you around America. Later.